The first question comes to me, will AI replace the designers or the whole industry over here? No, it's definitely not. As I told you, the creativity doesn't come with the AI. The enhancement can be used with any of your AI engine tools over here.
If I want to define customer experience in this digital era, how it would be?
As a customer, when I come to you, I'm looking for the overall product to be delivered. What technology you use, what is the back end, what is the front end, I'm not concerned. Whether it's AI driven, non AI driven, I want the product with a good customer experience.
The CX initiative, which is failing drastically in the large companies. Why is so?
The bigger the company, the bigger the process, the bigger the complication, the larger the solution to whatever the pain points over there.
Welcome back once again. Let's break down something very cool today in AI. We'll discuss about AI and the future of digital customer experience. Let's welcome Sridhar. He is Associate Director of Design at GeekyAnts. Glad to have you here.
Hi guys, good evening, Prem. Yeah, let's have a very good discussion now. Yep.
Amazing. Everyone is building AI today.
Right.
But the real question is, are we building all the entire stuff in terms of better experience for them?
See, Prem, when we consider the technology versus the experiences, right? So, what are as a customer, when I come to you, so I'm not looking for the technology over here. I'm looking for the overall product to be delivered. What technology you use, what is the back end, what is the front end, I'm not concerned. Whether it's AI driven, non AI driven, I want the product with a good customer experience. So for me, experience should be more a blend of both technology and the experience in the whole journey to be more futuristic. Yep.
Would you like to elaborate a bit in that?
For example, when you're talking about the customer experience, right? So we have to look into consideration what is the statistics we are going to follow. For example, customer experience score. So there's something called customer experience score. Whenever a product is delivered or product is viewed by a customer, so we take the feedback over there. So these things do matter when you are talking about the customer experience. And customer experience is not something which a single department has to take care of it, whether it's a design, development, or the front end, back end. It's a collaboration of the whole department, all the departments in an organization. It's not an individual decision making of a product to have a better customer experience. It needs collaboration from all the department. For example, if the design is good, development is bad, it doesn't work out. The development design is good, marketing doesn't is good, then the product fails, right? And the everything is good, and the for example, the user expectation is totally different, so it doesn't work out. So research, design, development, maintenance, everything comes under the belt of the customer experience.
Let's talk about the focus part. What do you think that companies are focusing on more in technology or in the customer experience nowadays?
As I previously told, it's a blend of both. See, for example, technology enhance me the experience, right? But the overall experience has to come perfect. For example, let's say being a design person, so I would like empathize more with the design department over here. See, initially the designer used to think of the screen face designing and stuff like that. But nowadays they'll be thinking more of a system based designing, because we're not considering only the design part here, and we are considering the inputs from the development, maybe the pre-sales, maybe the marketing, maybe what is the requirement, or that. So it is, so customer experience is not, it's not an individual decision making. It's the interaction of all the department. It's eco space of all the cross department within an organization. Then only you'll get a better customer experience for any product. I'm talking about the futuristic also.
Alone, the tech doesn't win the market for sure.
Right, definitely 100%.
And I would love to know that if I want to define customer experience in this digital era, how it would be.
So as I told, the customer experience comes from the all the department inputs over here. As I told, it's not only the design team giving the interactions or the development giving the deliverable. It's a collaboration of whole cross functions within an organization, considering the product over there, what customer is actually looking for. See, for example, we have to consider the customer efficiency score maybe, or a customer satisfaction, and net promotion score also. For example, when there is any product being viewed or uh, journeyed by a end user, we take the input from them. See, these also two matters, and it's not only the revenue part. For example, if the management is looking for a revenue turnover, it's not only the revenue part, even the end user inputs do also matter in the whole journey, right? So that's what I think, that it's collaboration of all the departments for the customer experience to make it more effective in a long run way.
Yes, I agree. It's really effective.
Yes.
What role does mobile play in CX today?
According to the research, what we saw lately was now the whole resolution, we used to do the resolution for maybe kiosk or laptop or tab and the mobile. So now the whole statistics has come to almost 70-80% to the mobile, because it's very handy, it's very useful, and portability issue is not there, and it's just a thumb click and a swipe. The whole transaction happen within the swipe or double click or stuff like that. So I think mobile will be the vital resolution in the future era. Yeah, I don't eradicate the web and the tab and the other resolution. Yeah, they will be there to support the mobile, but the priority definitely will go for the mobile first.
And there are many companies who are still trying to get the CX right.
Right.
But still, I feel they struggle.
Right. I was just going to one of the story in Insta and the social media, right? So the customer experience, as I told, it comes from the all department. When very there is an individual person taking the decision, or a individual persona taking the decision for what the end user should be, what the product should be marketed. So it doesn't work out like that.
Yeah.
So it has to be collaboration from all the departments, and the brainstorming definitely happens with a cross function department within the organization. And obviously the focus always should be with the end user. What's the target user we are going to target in this whole journey?
So, according to my view, CX is not just a user, actually. It is not just a design fact. It is the entire whole experience which covers the entire industry perspective.
Right, that's right.
Nowadays, if I talk about UX, uh, how AI is helping that?
See, the definition itself will tell me artificial intelligence. So it's not a original. Originality is not that. But said that AI will definitely help me to enhance my process, but it's not going to replace my brain thinking or creativity stuff, right? That so the whole concept comes from the AI being enhancing my process, fasten my process, maybe for the variation or something. I'll love to give one good example over here.
Yeah.
The coffee mug which I'm holding here. So when you see this mug, it's really not the normal unique mug. So it has lot of variation. It goes with as a user experience creativity. If I want the same product to be visualized by AI, it will take hundreds, thousands of commands to get me this perfect. But as a visualizer, I can do it with my creativity in a much faster way. But where AI comes into picture is, suppose I have this product, I want to enhance this product, maybe the color, maybe the bulging, I want to 8 degrees and stuff. That AI will give me the variation, but not the creativity. That's what I always believe, that AI will enhance the process in the whole journey, whether it's a customer experience, design, development, marketing, whatever it is, but not on the thinking human brains.
This is, in
Think
fact,
what.
a very interesting example which you have given. Let's talk about the designer because they are already taking a help of major tools of AI. But are the designers are ready for this shift?
Okay. So when you asked this question, the one thing came to my mind was wherever I go for the sessions and stuff like that. The first question comes to me: are the designers being replaced by AI? So that's the first question everyone will AI replace the designers or the whole industry over here? No, it's definitely not. As I told you, the creativity doesn't come with the AI. The enhancement can be used with any of your AI engine tools over here. So for the designers in the team, like yeah, definitely it has enhanced me with all the AI tools like maybe the Figma Make or Cloud when we are considering collaboration between designer and the developer. So the cloud will give me the better option over here. Yeah, getting the knowledge of AI tools engine is not a problem, but creativity always will be the upper hand when you're talking about the UX or CX of a whole product journey. Yeah, definitely all the designers has to be enhanced with the AI literacy with respect to prompt giving. That's all. AI is nothing but you are better prompt giving, then
That is everything.
you will win the engine over there.
Absolutely. Let's talk about the skills nowadays because there are ample of platforms where the skill is available. But according to you, which skills any of the designer should learn now?
As I already told, if it was being a Figma favorite from my whole career journey, I prefer the Figma. So with respect to Figma, I'll go with the Figma Make, where it will give me better options or better variations when you're talking with respect to designing the journey. And Claude is a very good platform where there's collaboration of the designer and the developer can be done within the cloud, where it can be code based design over there and stuff like that. Yeah, I think these two, and there are a lot many tools. So the chat gpt for your communication, basically communication what I use, and maybe Gemini for the graphical interfaces. They are many tools, and it all depends on what you're looking for or what is the expectation from that AI. But definitely AI won't make you any magic, it will enhance your process.
Absolutely. So I can say that design is shifting from screen to the intelligent system.
Right, that's right. So previously, once upon a time, we used to think of designing screen by screen. So now it has what is a system I'm going to design, not only with your UX design. So that's a major transformation from past to the present design.
Okay, if I ask you about this organization, because these days a lot of transformation is happening. So what are the biggest misconception the organization is doing in terms of transformation in CX?
CX, CX is coming in a later time, right? But in the previous days, also we used to consider CX in a different terminology.
Yes.
Right. So nowadays CX, why it is failing, as I told you earlier, it can't be a single person decision making or single group decision making. It has to be a collaboration of the cross function within the organization, whether it's marketing or pre-sales or development or back end. So it has to be a collaboration where the product has to be successful. For example, one of the client came to us. Uh, their pain point was the end user is coming to the journey. It's a e-commerce platform. The end user is coming to the journey in the checkout phase. They're getting around 70 to 80% traffic. The after the checkout phase, the traffic has dropped from 70 to 80 to 30. So that's a very drastic fall over there. So that was a pain point. So when we digged into the whole concept, so the whole checkout journey was very complicated.
Yeah.
Right. So see what my concept over here is, the client didn't look like a product why it is failing. It they try to dig on to the, so what is the base of the pain point over here, not jumping into the solution. So when we digged in the concept over there, the checkout journey was bit complicated, where there were a lot of repetitive fields or asked for the end user, where the end user work they're getting complicated. So we reframed it, made a better usability user experience for the concept. Then the traffic increased from 30% to almost to 60 to 70%. So it's not like CX talks only about the revenue from the management perspective or the product owner
Yeah.
perspective. It's overall experience of the whole product. Whether as I told you, when you're talking about the customer feedback over there. So any product you use, there'll be a feedback over there, whether you like to recommend your product
Yep.
to your friend, your relative,
Yes.
yes or no. So you have to get these statistics also, which will help me
Very
to
helpful.
improve as a product over there. So small things, all these things come from the different department, right? As I told you, the traffic can be tracked in the backend team. So the backend team will give me the statistics, and the marketing team, the collaboration will definitely give a better CX rather than working with a individual department, what we used to follow till now.
Yes, yes, that matters a lot.
Right.
Let's talk about the initiative. In the latest survey, we found that uh, the CX initiative, which is failing drastically in the large companies. Why it is so?
As I told you, larger companies, bigger complication, or what I saw in my journey was the bigger the company, the bigger the process, the bigger the complication. So the larger the solution to whatever the pain points over there. So the departments are huge over there. So collaboration of different department is a huge challenge when you are talking about the bigger organization. So I think the collaboration is very much important rather than building a better design or a development. So what is exactly the end user is looking out from our research part, and never jump into solution mode for any pain point, right? We have to do a proper research, dig into the pain point, then you have to come to the solution mode. I think all these small pointers is missing out in a bigger organization where it can be eradicated with a proper roadmap of the cross function department within the organization.
True. Let's talk about the one point which most of the designers would love to hear. These days, what is the major role which you think is emerging in terms of AI driven design?
You're talking about the role, or you're
Yeah.
talking about the tools over here?
Roles specifically in terms of jobs perspective.
Okay, jobs perspective. See, for me, the base of any designer, not only designer, in any job we concern, the passion should be there and the creativity should be there. So this can't be eradicated or replaced by any other person or a tool.
That's
Right?
important.
So my individual creativity is my individual. No one can't duplicate my creativity, right? So that should be the key role skill for any individual from any department as well. All these tools will enhance me. For example, if at all you're having let's take the example of AI engine like Figma make. So if at all you don't know what the end user is looking for or what you want a product, if you give hundreds of thousands of prompts also, you won't get what client is looking for or what you are looking for. So you have to have that creativity to get the result. All these tools, Figma, maybe all the graphical tool, Photoshop or Illustrator. So all these tools will enhance you to bring out your creativity, but not make your creativity to happen from scratch. So I think to answer your question, it should be a blend of creativity and the technology. As I told, the technology and the creativity should be equal. None of them can't be
Very,
lower here.
very helpful.
Yes.
Will this prompt engineering will be a part of UX work?
Yeah, of course. For example, today's whenever clients ask for the variation, instead of doing it from the scratch, this is I'm talking the brainstorming phase where people love to see some of the end product designs also. So these AI tools is definitely helping me for the variation purpose, not on a creative mode over here.
Great. How you'll mentor high performing UX teams overall?
Okay. See, being a computer science engineering graduate with the passion for creativity and colors, I got into this media. So when I'm talking about team mentoring, right? So I always believe that the passion of what you're doing, the work, that is more important. And with my experience of blend of both technicality with respect to design and the
Yeah.
people management, so I feel that the passion has to come within yourself. And one pointer which I want to highlight is the people management is one of the easiest job, toughest job, and the trickiest job. And there is no formula for this. A plus B is equal to C. So it depends on each situation, each individual. So A plus B can be Z also for a different person. So I think people management is very interesting and it's very challenging. Uh, Within the team, the grooming what I follow is to make the individual designer of my team to be a all-rounder and motivate and help them to enhance their career journey as a design leader for my team.
Excellent. What are the great qualities makes a great leader?
Great leader, uh, be the cause of the motivation to your team and help them to enhance their career journey through you or from you or by you. So that is one of the pointer. And always be a no, not a role model, be an example for your team for the motivation to be there. And obvious and all the other things, the back end support, everything, moral support, it's always there as a default. But I think mentoring comes from within you. You
Yeah.
mentor yourself and others get motivated. That's basic funda.
Okay. We observed that while doing some training or while mentoring also, the leaders of course train, but the team who are in that under training level, they get charged in the beginning, of course, and they are very much active.
Right.
But after a couple of days, couple of weeks, even couple of months, they slow down.
Right.
Would you like to light on that? That how the team can become innovative?
See, Prem, what happens here, the concept, what we give to the audience. So audience may be the team or external people.
Yeah.
Or technical or non-technical. The same concept can be enhanced in a different version. So that depends on the innovativeness from your side. The same concept can be innovated and presented to the different audience, and the same concept can be presented the same way to the different audience also. So the concept has to be modified, personalized. Obviously, all this personalization comes from your AI tool. There, your AI tool will definitely help. For example, I want to present a concept to a technical team. So there's a different way of communication or presentation. When I'm presenting the same concept to maybe the marketing or sales team, so there the concept has to be definitely redefined to present it to different types of audience. So I think the audience matters a lot over here. Or your end user matters. The customization has to be done from the front end.
Yeah.
Then I think the whole concept of giving and taking becomes more interesting.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I must say this example which I've got for the cup
Mhm.
is really awesome. They would love to see that. So now there's a time for the rapid fire, which is going to be very interesting. So let's start. The first one here for you. One word for future of CX.
Maybe personalization. That's what talks about CX over here.
Yeah.
And then predictiveness.
Nice. Mobile or web?
Obviously mobile, because that was a statistic cell that was everyone are used to it.
AI tool you love this time.
Or to name two of it, being a Figma user, I think Figma May could be my first choice, and Claude for my both the design and the development coordination.
Biggest UX mistake till date.
Don't ever jump into solution mode. Do a proper research on your pain point, and solution will come automatically. So research is very vital for any solution.
One skill every designer must have.
Being a UX person over here, I think storytelling, creativity is inbuilt, should be inbuilt for all the designers. If it's not there, try to enhance your skills so that you have this skills of storytelling and and creativity and patience. With respect to that, I think technology, whatever the technology comes which enhance your skills, that you have to take it. So today's trend would be AI. Get literate with your AI tools, so that will help your guys.
Where do you see the digital customer experience in next 5 years?
It will be more of personalization, and it will be more of predictiveness. Before the user asks for it, the solution is already there, because all the activities for the future will be with respect to big data which is there in the backend, right? So that will enhance. Before I ask what I want for the lunch, I'll get the whole list of menu which will be there. So I think futuristic will be more predictive over here.
Would you like to give any advice to the coming generation, in fact, to all the designers?
Have the passion and creativity within yourself, and all the tools will enhance your journey, but dependency has to be as minimum as possible to enhance your culture or your career progression. Yeah, inbuilt creativity is a vital thing, so try to groom up those things with proper observation and proper practice with enhancing your skills.
Thank you so much, Yudha. It was really interesting. We are in the end of the session now. Your entire insights with each and every topic was really commendable.
Thanks, Brain, for such a good conversation over here. I think it's just a snippet of what we see in today. I think this can be elaborated more in the future sessions. Let's get back as soon as possible.
Definitely, we will be soon announce the next episode of this one.
Sure.
So perfect, and thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah,
Thank you,
my
audience.
pleasure. My pleasure, Brain.
Thank you so much.